Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Dark Macaro here with another cooking video. Today I'll be cooking a shrimp veggie rice bowl. My wife likes eating this. I like eating it too. I'm not a big veg head, but this is actually a pretty good dish if you want to actually try it out. The ingredients are basically just orange pepper, red pepper, onion, mushrooms, asparagus, chicken broth. If you like chicken broth on a shrimp dish, trust me, it tastes amazing. Since my chopping skills suck, with the power of video editing, I'm just gonna speed through a lot of these chopping things. It'll be rare you guys see me chop anything up because I'm not a professional and I can't chop to save my life. But I do my best. Like, I get it chopped up enough that hey, it looks good. It's just I be struggling. So once you get your vegetables chopped up, get your pan, put a little olive oil in it, put a little minced garlic. You can mince up yourself by just buying mine in the jar because I was being lazy. Let that warm up a little bit. And once that warms up, you're gonna stir that garlic with that olive oil, get it all nice and seasoned. And once you get that seasoning side, that garlic's kind of bubbling up, that's kind of what you're looking for. You're just gonna add those vegetables that you chopped up, which is that onions, the 2 peppers. See, that pan wouldn't stay still to save his life. I don't know what was going on. Like, normally it doesn't slide like that, but like it's slipping and sliding like it's ice skating. I was trying my best to keep this thing still just so I could stir my vegetables up, but it really didn't want to work with me. So you might see it moving around a lot. It's like it's been its own little merry-go-round or something like that, or carousel, whatever you want to call it if you don't know what I'm talking about. But basically you get the pan in there and then you add some mushrooms in it. You're like, I didn't see you chop no mushrooms, because I didn't chop mushrooms. I bought these things already chopped. I could have chopped them myself, but I'm like, they're already chopped, so why waste the time? If you want to chop your own mushrooms, knock yourself out. Like I said, look at it. You get some vegetables in there, looking all nice and good. You got them in that nice oil and that garlic. Okay, now everything's in the skillet. You know what I always say? The flavor guys gave us seasoning for a reason, so why not use it? But I said don't go too. Well, actually, with this dish, you can go a little bit crazy with the seasoning because I didn't show it in this video, but I actually made rice with it. Because all these vegetables and stuff are going to go on top of this rice. That's why it's a shrimp rice bowl. And I used a jasmine rice for myself, and I used a brown rice for my wife. And I said the seasoning that I put in this is basically just some salt, black pepper, ginger, garlic powder, like so, some paprika, and as usual, the good old Larry seasoning salt. Like I said, you kind of want to put a decent amount of seasoning on it because we're using it with the rice. If you don't put enough seasoning on it, those vegetables with that rice gonna taste very bland. So you really need the flavor to stand out with these vegetables. And there go the seasoning salt. I said in my pantry I might use this Larry seasoning salt or onion powder more than anything else. And once you get it seasoned, you basically just want to mix it all up together. Stir it in, let it mix with that oil and that garlic that you put in earlier. Basically, you're going to let this cook down for a good 12 minutes. Just check on every so now and then just to make sure nothing's burning, nothing's sticking. You want everything to be nice and covered with the seasoning. So basically, I just sped the video up so you can kind of just watch through this. I don't think you want to actually sit there for a good 12 minutes to watch vegetables cook. I know I didn't. I looked at it because I didn't want to burn my house down. But you can see it's really bubbling in there. The vegetables are kind of cooking in there with that oil and all that seasoning. I can smell it from the screen right now. It had a really good smell in my whole house. It looks really good. It looks good even out the rice. And once you let that cook down some, use some good chicken stock. You're gonna put that chicken stock in there because you want to put a decent amount because you want those vegetables to absorb that chicken stock. Also, it makes a pretty good sauce. So when you put on the vegetables, not the vegetables, when you put on your white rice, it won't just be a very dry dish. Like I said, I put a little bit more salt in that. Like I said, you really want a lot of flavor from these vegetables because just rice. Rice has a flavor to it, but not a very strong flavor. But you can use rice to balance out saltiness from other flavors. Saltiness or sweetness. That's why I love eating rice so much. So basically, I'm just seasoning the broth. The stock, it's an okay stock. I'd probably be better if I just make my own stock, but it's just a quick dish you can make. And while that stuff is cooking down, you take you some shrimp, take you some asparagus, and we're gonna start working on this. I tend to cook these separately because I just like the taste from that shrimp and asparagus being together when I'm cooking it. So basically, just gotta just season your shrimp up, put a little olive oil mainly on there just to help the seasoning stick. Olive oil, garlic, some of that paprika. We use a lot of paprika at my house. A little bit of that cracked black pepper on it. Like I said, we season this a little bit different from the vegetables. You don't want everything just tasting the same. You want these to taste differently when you put them together. And you would think I was using a lighter seasoning salt, but no, we're using that Old Bay, because Old Bay is really good with seafood and it puts like a little bit of kick to it. Not too hot because my wife can't take the spice. And then hit it with a little bit of that salt. Once you get it all nice and seasoned, mix it up. I'm getting my hands dirty. It's a little bit of thing of shrimp. No reason to put my gloves on for this one. Okay, now it's time to cook that asparagus. So we're gonna take another little pan, heat up to about medium, put some olive oil in it, put some of this good old asparagus, because you need some greens in your meal. It's good for you. Once you get that in there, say hey to my buddy Saucy. As always, he's always here. Like I said, put a little butter in there. Like I said, almost every video you see my buddy Saucy. And once that starts cooking down, you put those shrimp in there. It doesn't take long to cook asparagus or shrimp. That's why I tend to cook these two together. You're like, what happened to the pan? Well, I had to move the pan because the one I got wasn't heating up fast enough. So I decided to just put this bad boy back on the stove so it can cook up a lot faster and a lot properly. So basically, you want to cook those together. Let the juices and stuff kind of mix together. It's going to add like a really good flavor to both of them. Mainly for the asparagus. That shrimp and that oil and stuff together is going to make those asparagus taste very good. Once it cooks down a little bit, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up mixing. So I ended up tasting one. I'm like, that was delicious. So you want to cook them together but keep them separated. Once the asparagus is done, you basically take those out and just let the shrimp finish cooking for themselves. So I just sped up the video so I can just get those cooking like they need to. Like I said, it doesn't take too long to cook shrimp. So just move them around a little bit. You don't want them sticking. You don't want each side burn. You can like flip them over and stuff like that. Look at that. Look how good those shrimp look. I bet you wish you had smell-o-vision so you can smell it. Trust me, the whole house was smelling awesome. It was a good meal for me and my wife. Like I said, just flip them over. You don't want them cooked too much. And once they're done, they go to rice. Take those delicious vegetables that I made. Look how good that looks. So colorful, so delicious. It tastes amazing. Put that on top of that rice, like so. Look at that. I bet you didn't think it was gonna look this good, did you? And you just put some of those shrimp on top of it. And you're basically done. A nice little meal for you and your family. Look at that. Hot off the skillet. Looks good. Tastes amazing. Like always, like, subscribe. Name is Dark Macaro. It is DARKMEKARO. Also find me on Facebook. Later, everybody.